Hello there, welcome back again to Home World. It's the show about everything local real estate and home improvement. I'm Matt Murphy.
I'm Linda Amor.
And together we are a husband and wife team, married for 30 years and in the business for more than a decade. And today we want to talk a little bit about wow factors, you know, W-O-W, like Y-M-C-A.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow factors. What's a wow factor? You need to know what a wow factor is if you're a seller, because it's going to determine how much money you make and how much of it goes into your pocket and how long you're on the market,
Yep.
right? Because it's very competitive to go out there. When you go to sell your house, you are competing. You're going into business, really. I mean, your realtor is doing this for you, but you have a partnership with your realtor. You're going into business, and you have to make sure everything is in order. And the wow factors are the 5 most important things that control the sale of your house. So the first one, well, we're here, right?
It's the kitchen.
It's the kitchen.
It's been called the heart of the home for generations, and it's because it is. It's one of the first places you enter. Most people come through their kitchen door. You have a seat, you throw your keys on the counter, and you immediately start going through the counters, going through the cupboards. What are you going to find? You'll find people gravitating to the kitchen. You know, you start cooking, next thing you know, the kids are coming in, the dogs are coming in. It's the heart of the home. So the modern kitchen is a wow factor. It is definitely worth spending your money on. Buyers are comparing kitchen for kitchen. Even people who are not chefs, who don't cook, they want the premier kitchen. They tend to entertain in the kitchens when they have people over. So it is really an all-purpose room. So when you're talking wow factor, we're talking about the new trends, the trends away from the dark and grainy woods towards the lighter colors, lots of natural light, lots of cupboard space, things that are tucked away and hidden away, the top of the line appliance.
Cooking isn't just, I mean, we're not Downton Abbey anymore.
No.
You know, the staff is not in the basement in this grungy old kitchen. Cooking is a social event. I mean, we have entire networks now devoted to cooking.
That's right.
You know, family gets together sometimes on a weekly basis, sometimes on a nightly basis, and the meal is important.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that, you know, dining rooms are becoming passé.
Yeah.
Where are people eating now? More often than not, they're actually eating on an island.
Yeah, at the big kitchen island. It's been a big feature of most homes these days.
Yeah, the islands are getting bigger.
Yeah.
You know, you're having 4 to 6 people sitting around. They're sharing their day, and it's around the island. And the food's coming back and forth from the counter. So designs change entirely. You know, and again, the gadgets. I mean, you've got like little corner solutions now, such as drawers, which come out at an angle. They look like something out of Star Trek. Okay, I'm dating myself.
Yeah.
And they go back in.
But no wasted space, and everything utilized so that the kitchen is functional, but also really nice to be in.
Yeah, yeah. And I suppose what we're saying is that if you're going to be spending money, whether it's to touch it up or to do a major reno, number 1 on the list is kitchen.
Yeah.
We can agree about that.
Absolutely.
Number 2, what's the other thing connected with water?
It's your bathroom.
Your bathrooms. Your bathrooms are almost as important a wow factor as kitchen. And bathrooms are important because a lot of the same reasons. I mean, people would like to see the latest in countertops, whether it's quartz or corian or granite. You know, they like to see the recessed sinks where they're not, all the grunge isn't getting around in there, you know.
Yes.
And there's, you know, they want to see faucets that are stylish and new and multifunctional. They want to see heated floors.
Yep.
Bathrooms are really, really, really important. And it's definitely a place where you've got to spend a lot of money. But it's important, and it is your number 2 wow factor, almost as close as kitchens.
The thing with the bathrooms as well is, you know, over the past 20 years, there's been the trend toward the ensuite bathroom. Prior to that, you never saw an ensuite bathroom.
No, you had a chamber pot.
Yeah. So, but now
Well,
you
maybe
have
20 years
you
ago.
have the family bathroom. But normally now we're seeing a bathroom basically connected to every bedroom, and so the bathrooms are really becoming an adjunct of the living space. You know, it's a personal space now. So it's really important when the bathroom is featured in a home that it's modern, that it's efficient, and that it's comfortable, it's welcoming.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right, it's subjective. Bathrooms are designed for individual people and situations. The ensuite bathroom maybe where they spend most money, and that's a wise thing to do actually, because again, you know, the ensuite bathroom, I've found people walk through a house, they say it's okay, and then they see an ensuite, which just snaps. It's beautiful. And an hour from then, you know, they're signing an offer. Really important. You may have a downstairs bathroom that's really for guests, and it's clean, but it's not as fancy. You know, and you may have a teenager's bathroom, and if you do, God bless you. God bless you if you do, because they're not going to clean it.
No, they're not very good at cleaning it.
No. So what's the next wow factor?
So design. You know, home designs have changed and evolved over the years, and there are certainly trends, and we've seen that over the past number of years. We saw the big monster homes being built. That was
two
the
stories.
trend. Yeah, big two-story homes with rooms all over the place and sprawling staircases. And now we've been seeing that downsizing a little bit more, and it's more about not so much house, but the function of the house, how that design serves the family that is living in it. So we want to see a lot of open spaces, tall ceilings, natural light, again, really important, and a nice flow through the home where you have areas that a family can be together and areas where you can be apart. So things like having that teenager room, the basement, the man cave, all of those things are wow factors when buyers are looking, because if they can see themselves in there and experience their family living there, it's, again, you have an advantage.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, you're talking about living on one level. Again, as we've said in this show many times, demographics show we're all getting older. The boomers are retiring in great numbers every year, and they don't want stairs. They want stairs. They want a bungalow. They want living in one level. They want level entry. You know, they don't even want 5 or 6 stairs oftentimes coming up to a raised bungalow. Very favored is the great room, and the great room, of course, is the kitchen, the dining, and the living room all together in one place. Again, the extension of the kitchen being a social center of the family. And you know, they want the laundry to be optimally in the hallway off the bedroom. So I mean, it makes sense. You're mere feet away from the dirty laundry to the drawers and back again. So we're all about convenience these days. We're all about convenience. So wow is more really about practicality in this case, and that's what design is all about. The other thing to keep in mind when you go to list the other wow factor, and this is a no-brainer, and that's curb appeal. Curb appeal, frankly, is a bit of a cliche, because what does it mean? It means you're at the curb of a house, you see the for sale sign, you pull over, you look at it, and you go yay or nay. But there's so many simple, inexpensive things you can do with your curb appeal. You need to make sure everything is clean, everything is organized, your recycling bins aren't sitting out there, that there's not a hockey net that's leaning up against the basketball net. Because although you may have a family, your buyers may not be, and there's a psychological negative there. That everything's clean and ordered, that your front porch has modern, functional furnishings on it, that you know, you have an entry system that's new on your door. If it's necessary, replace your front door. These are all about first impressions. You know, I mean, it's like a job interview. Consider your front door to be a job interview, because if the first 120 to 180 seconds of your sweaty palms getting through your job interview, you don't give a good first impression, then as a seller, there's a very good chance you're not going to do very well. A lot of little things you can do there.
Mostly, and in many cases, the buyers will be driving by your home before they ever book a showing. So, as we say, you get one chance at your first impression. So you don't know when your buyer is coming by. So you do really have to, first thing is take a step back, go to the other side of the street and look at your home and say, how does it look? How does it compare to the rest of the ones on the street? Does it look neat and tidy? Are the branches overhanging? Are the gutters full? Those are just easy first steps that you can do to prepare your home. And again, it's the wow factor. They walk up to the door and they say, wow.
Yeah, and you're gonna, you know, you live with it every day, so you may not know that it needs touching up. Your realtor's obviously going to help you with that. Okay, so one more. We've got 5 of them, and the next one we already alluded to briefly. Now we're talking about, we agree we're all on one level generally. The most favorable wow thing design right now is all on one level. It's a bungalow, but there's the basement, and the basement becomes a wow factor.
Right.
So how so?
The basement is your secondary living space, and it's giving you the options to expand your family and how you utilize your home. So it has to be open enough that people can see how they're going to be able to utilize the basement. So it's important not to have it all sectioned off into, you know, a bedroom over here and then and another room and another room. Open is best.
But what about finishing?
And finishing, absolutely. Again, a buyer looks at what they don't have to spend money on. And if you've already finished your basement and it's ready to move in, then you have a wow factor. They've already looked at the upper part of the home, and then they come downstairs and they say, wow, look at all this extra space. Look how much we can do.
They can see their man cave. They can see the teenagers living down there. You know, they can see the hobbyists can see. So as opposed to a whole bunch of compartmentalized little rooms, we're finishing it, but we're keeping it largely open, perhaps with a guest bedroom down there. And also, if you're thinking about spending a little bit more money, because frankly, a little bit of inexpensive flooring in your basement and finishing the drywall and ceiling is not that much money. Certainly, if you've only got one bathroom in the rest of the house, consider putting a bathroom downstairs.
Absolutely.
That's really going to be important, because I'll tell you, it's really tough to sell houses that have one bathroom. You know, that's a place where people just don't want to wait.
Absolutely. And having that extra bedroom and bathroom downstairs opens you up for, obviously, guest suite. But, you know, if you do end up down the line needing to accommodate your parents or your kids for a short period of time while they move in with you, then, you know, it's already there. So the buyers are saying, I can see a lot of potential.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll recap the 5 wow factors: kitchens, bathrooms, modern design, curb appeal, and basement. Those are the things you need to talk to your realtor about. Those are the things that we talk to people about as soon as we come to see them. And sometimes they've got time to do these things. Sometimes they can only do some minor touch-ups in a short period of time. But those are the real focuses. That's how you sell your house as far as these trends are concerned these days. So that's all we have to say about that right now. But stick around, because there's all kinds more coming up. Thanks.